everybody, my name is Amy Bach and welcome. We're going to be doing a 10-minute ab core workout for new moms. So if you were recently pregnant and especially if you had a C-section, these are designed specifically for you. I'm actually doing this video to help out my friend Katie, who just had a baby, and I wanted to give her some ab exercises that could help her get started, especially when you're brand new to working out again. You don't want to be doing crunches or things that are going to hurt your core and make everything bulge out. We want to be focusing on pulling everything in, strengthening your innermost core muscles. Those are your transverse abdominis muscles. So we're going to start to build your core strength from the inside out so you can stand up and feel strong and carry your baby and do all of the hard things that a mom has to do, and do it with ease and with strength. So it's just gonna be 10 minutes. It's gonna be super quick and it'll be over before we know it. So let's get started. We're gonna come on over to a wall. So this is going to be your starting point for getting back into doing planks. We're going to start at a wall, but as you get more advanced, you're going to start to increase the incline. So we're gonna start just with hands on the wall, shoulders distance, feet down, belly button in, and I want you pushing actively into the wall. Now, if this feels too easy, you can try walking your hands down and walking your feet back, and that's going to start to increase that incline. Now, I want you to draw your belly button in and up, so you're pulling everything in while you press. Now, let me grab a chair real fast, and I'm going to show you what this looks like as you increase your intensity. Okay. So if you have a chair or a countertop, we're going to be using this as well. Y'all are still holding this plank, okay? So hands are down onto the chair, feet are back, belly button in, okay? So you're either holding at the wall or you're holding right here on the chair. A little bit higher would be on the countertop. We could use the back of this chair, holding it here. I want you getting into that feeling of zipping up your core from the inside out. Feeling yourself growing really tall, you're really long, back is straight. We want to focus on spinal strength here. The best posture you can possibly find. Take some deep breaths. Keep holding. Good, we're going to be here for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. All right, next exercise we're going to do is a variation on this. So again, you're either still at the wall, or I'm going to show you what the advanced option is going to look like. So first, at the wall, you're going to be holding right here. You're going to try lifting your right arm up and your left leg back and holding here. And now we're going to be switching left arm, right leg. So we're going to be doing these walks. Now the other option is to do it on a chair again. Imagine I've got that chair. We're walking, or hands are down onto the ground. This is going to be your most advanced version, okay? So work your way up to this one. Don't rush yourself. We want right hand out, left leg back behind you. Lift everything up, lower down, come back through center, and then left arm, right leg lift, come back in. So the reason that we don't want to start here, right, is you have to work your core strength up to be able to hold the weight. When we're perfectly level, we have gravity working on the core as well. So this is why I want you to start with wherever you're at. Now, it may not look like a lot of work just on this screen here when you see me do this at the wall, but I promise you, and I know that if you're doing this at home, you feel this. So you're starting to lengthen out all those core muscles, working really deep inside of the abdominals. All right, keep it going. We're going to go one more each side. Take a deep breath. Good. Awesome job. We're going to transition down onto the ground. So hopefully you should be feeling warm in that core. Come all the way down. Now this is important. We want to lie all the way flat. So make sure you've got plenty of room. Head is down, tailbone is down, and then most importantly, you have a little space between your low back and the floor. So I can slide like a little couple of fingers underneath in that space of my low back, so you should be able to as well. We want to keep the natural shape of the spine, so you naturally have a little arch here. What we want to avoid is tucking and pushing your low back into the ground. So instead, your pelvis is down, you have that natural curve, and then starting about with your rib cage, everything starts to flatten again, and your core is zipping inward, pulling in. You want to think about drawing everything in, almost like you were wearing a corset. If you've been watching Bridgerton, that's all. Try to think about that pull in. Okay, now arms by your side. Relax your shoulders. Neck is long. Everything here is the best alignment for your spine you can possibly find. Now, belly button in, and what I want you to imagine is someone punching you in the stomach. Okay, so brace your core. You're going to try to lift one leg up, and then set it down, and then switch sides, other leg up, and set it down. Now we want to move slow, and the key here is to not rock your hips too much when you lift your leg. So it's easy to kind of like tilt to lift the leg, but I want you using your core to lift your leg up. And then set it down. And oh my God, if you focus, I feel this like crazy. I know you will as well. So keep it small if you need. You can do a little baby lift and lower. Maybe you just raise to your tip toes. We are all working with whatever stage you're at. So it's important to be kind to yourself. It can feel like it'll be forever until you have your ab strength back. And I know because I've been really badly injured before, and it's really frustrating when you're just getting back into movement, especially if you were moving a lot before and you feel like you want to get back to that same strength. But it's so important to be kind to yourself and to accept the stage that you're in, because you are growing and you are getting stronger. And even by doing this right here, you're working a lot and you're starting to build that foundation for your core, and it will pay off. You just have to be patient, keep working, and strength builds slowly, but it builds successfully, if that makes sense. If you really focus on working your core in the right way, doing this slow motion, the mindful movement, you're going to build your core in such a solid way that you'll have really good posture. It'll be better for your health. The reason I emphasize posture is because it impacts everything. It'll help with back pain, chest pain, neck pain. If you've got a solid back, you are golden. And it all begins with your core, because that's the container for your spine. All right, I'm a little out of breath. This is hard to do and talk. All right, we're gonna do one more each side. I hope you've been enjoying this one. And once you've finished, come on back through center. Now feet are down. You're gonna keep the feet down. I like to have my arms bent like this. I don't know why. You can have your arms flat on the ground. Anyway, we're going to bring one knee open out to the side, and then from your core, bring it back in, and then switch. Other leg. Your foot stays down, just your knee is opening out to the side, and then closes back through center. And I'm actually putting my hands on my core, my abdominals here, and I can actually feel it working. So I always recommend that as well. Sometimes it helps to actually get that sensory feedback of what is engaging. And it's also encouraging. It's cool to be able to see, or to feel rather, your muscles working underneath your hands. I can feel my abdominals, especially the obliques here. That's your side abs. We're gonna get into those in just one more minute, and then you're almost done. We're gonna go one more each side with the right, and then close, and then left, and then close. Beautiful. Now we're going to go into our final series, which is side planks. So carefully roll over onto one side. We're going down onto your forearm, and knees are going to be down. So I want you to line yourself up in one nice long line here. So I've got my right elbow down, hand pointing straight ahead. Make sure that your elbow is right under your shoulder, and then I want you to roll your shoulder back and push the ground away. So you're really solid through your shoulder blade here, through the entire shoulder joint. Core is in, knees are down. We're in a straight line here with the spine. Now, if it feels okay, you're going to push down, to lift your hips up and hold the side plank. Now that might be a little bit too much. So a thing you can do is to go over to a wall and do it on a wall or a countertop and incline like we had before, especially if you're still getting strength back into your shoulders, if you've kind of lost that for any reason. Nice, now bring it down. Carefully come up to sit. We're going straight to the other side. So it's a short little set here. It doesn't take too long to feel that in your shoulder, and you're really going to start to pull in and feel this in your side abdominals, those obliques. So again, shoulder is right over your elbow. You're gonna bend your knees, spine is long, press down through your elbow, through your shoulder, belly button in, and if you can, lift your hips up, holding right here. Good, so just hold nice and solid. You can always place your right hand down, your other hand down in front of you for support. And if that, again, is too much, feel free to start on a wall, leaning into it that way. You're gonna think about tucking in just slightly here on the side. And one more option, stay holding. You're just here for 10 more seconds. Last option, you can also start on your side with a chair, okay? So we're holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and set your hips down. You made it. Press yourself all the way up to a seated position. Give yourselves a little round of applause. That is your intro to abdominals. This is your basic foundation for helping to rebuild your core strength. So there's so many ways to add on from here. As long as you start with these basic fundamental exercises, you're going to be able to rebuild your strength really quickly. So congratulations, Mama, you did it. And I'll see you again very soon. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought of this workout, and save it to do for the future. Bye, I'll see you next time.